Aquarius, this is not just another prediction. July 7th, 2025 is the day your destiny flips. A hidden cosmic secret, buried deep in your soul contract, will rise to the surface. And when it does, everything changes. Your finances, your relationships, your spiritual purpose, all of it. This isn't just about astrology. This is your soul remembering something big. So stay with me until the end. Because if you miss even one part of this, you might miss your millionaire timeline, your divine connection, or the chance to break free from a cycle that's held you back for years. What happens on July 7th is rare, and most people will miss it, but not you, because you're here. And that means the universe is trying to tell you something very important. Let's begin with the first shocking secret that unlocks it all. 1. The secret portal opens July 7th is a rare mirror day Aquarius. Something powerful is aligning in the stars just for you. On July 7th, 2025, a rare energetic mirror opens. This isn't just another date on the calendar. It's what astrologers call a soul flashpoint, and it has the potential to shift your destiny in a heartbeat. So what is this mirror? It's not about seeing your reflection. It's about facing your soul, raw, unfiltered, and ready to be remembered. This mirror reveals something far deeper than your personality or ego. It shows you your mission, not the job you do, not the title you carry, but the soul contract you agreed to before you were even born. And when it opens on July 7th, it will reflect exactly where you are out of alignment and what is finally ready to shift. You may feel a wave of deja vu, like you've lived this exact moment before. Dreams that shake you awake. So vivid, so strange. They feel like messages, emotional floods, tears, goosebumps, unexpected anger, euphoria, all without logical triggers. A sudden realization about where you're meant to go, who you're meant to be, or what you're meant to release. These are not coincidences, they're confirmations. July 7th activates the 7-7 gateway, one of the most mystically charged days of the year. In numerology, 7 represents divine truth, spiritual awakening, and soul alignment. When doubled, the portal opens a direct path between your human self and your higher self. And for you, Aquarius, this portal hits your 11th house, the sector of the chart that governs your destiny, your future, your soul tribe, and the collective you're meant to impact. That's right, and this isn't just personal, it's global. You're being summoned into a higher role, a timeline where your voice matters, where your gifts lead, where your ideas shape the future. But here's the test. This day won't give you answers. It gives you a question. Are you ready to see yourself clearly? Most people aren't. They distract, delay, deny, but not you. Because if you're watching this, you're already awakening. And if you sit with that question, even briefly, the old version of you, the one who played small, waited for permission, or second-guessed their truth, will start to fade. And your real self will begin to rise. This is the version of you that speaks with power, leads with confidence, knows they were born for more, isn't afraid to walk alone, because they know their tribe is coming. This is where your millionaire mission starts. Not just money in your bank account, but energetic wealth, opportunities, synchronicities, resources, all magnetized to you the moment you step into your truth. So what should you look out for on July 7th? An unexpected message, email, or phone call. A flash of intuition so strong it steals your breath. A conversation or situation that reflects your power back to you. An encounter that feels fated, like you were supposed to meet right now. These are mirror moments. The universe is speaking directly, urgently, and clearly. But here's the catch. This mirror doesn't stay open forever. It's a flash, a divine snapshot. And if you walk away from it, it may not return until next year in time or even longer. So when it shows up, Don't ignore it. Don't brush it off. Don't call it coincidence. Don't second guess your knowing. Instead, breathe it in, accept the reflection, and allow it to transform you, because July 7th is not just a portal, it's the beginning of a timeline shift that could lead you straight to your highest mission and the wealth, freedom, and soul-aligned life that come with it. Are you ready to step through? 2. The false identity collapses. You can't pretend anymore, Aquarius. The illusion is ending. On July 7th, 2025, your cosmic mask will begin to fall. Whether you're ready or not, you've been carrying a false identity, not because you're fake and not because you're weak, but because the world conditioned you to survive by shrinking yourself. You became what others needed you to be: the strong one, the peacekeeper, the performer, the people pleaser, the intellectual who hides emotion behind logic, and slowly, piece by piece, you forgot who you really are. But now comes the rupture. July 7th brings a rare solar activation that hits 2 of your most sensitive zones: your identity house and your subconscious layer. This alignment is like a spiritual earthquake, quiet on the outside, but internally, it shakes everything loose. It's called a reality rupture. And you'll feel it in your bones. Signs. You're experiencing the collapse. You'll feel drained by tasks that once energized you. You'll notice friends or coworkers saying, "You're different." You'll feel uncomfortable in spaces that used to feel familiar. Your usual coping mechanisms: overworking, overthinking, avoiding, or stop working. You might feel like you're losing your grip. But in truth, you're losing the grip of who you're not. This identity collapse is not punishment. It's a rebirth. The universe isn't tearing you down. It's stripping away the costume so the real you can finally step forward. Because let's be honest, Aquarius, you've always known you were meant for something greater. Not just to fit in, but to redefine what's possible. Not just to succeed, but to liberate others through your own awakening. But here's the hard truth. You can't carry your next level destiny while wearing your old level disguise. You must let go of the version of you who said yes just to keep the peace, toned down your voice to be liked, stayed silent when your truth was roaring, played small so others wouldn't feel insecure. That version of you helped you survive, but it can't help you thrive. And this is the moment you stop pretending. What does that look like? Saying no to roles, jobs, or tasks that drain you, even if they pay well or make sense on paper. Telling the truth in relationships, even if it shakes things up. Walking away from environments that praise your mask, but reject your essence. Admitting you've outgrown your safe identity and choosing the unknown. It's uncomfortable. It's messy. It's emotional. But above all, it's real. This is the clarity you've been praying for, but it comes through collapse, not comfort. The false identity doesn't go quietly. It fights, it bargains, it clings. But if you let it fall, something breathtaking happens. You start to feel light again. You feel powerful, clear, unapologetic. You stop asking for permission. You stop waiting for validation. You finally begin to live as your true self. And here's what the cosmos won't wait for: your approval. This is happening, and ready or not. But you have a choice. Cling to the cracked shell of your old life, or rise, raw, real, radiant, into the truth you came here to live. The real you doesn't need fixing. They need unleashing. So let the collapse come. Don't interfere. Don't rescue the version of you that was never truly you to begin with. Because what's breaking isn't you. It's what you've outgrown. 3, you receive a soul download. A hidden gift is activated, Aquarius. Get ready. Because July 7th, 2025 isn't just about signs in the stars. It's about something sacred being delivered directly to you. On this date, you receive what spiritual leaders, mystics, and ancient seers call a soul download. But let's be clear, this isn't a message like a quote you read on Instagram or a hunch from your logical brain. Number. This is a cosmic transmission, straight from your higher self. It's not something you learn, it's something you remember. What exactly is a soul download? It's a sudden burst of clarity that feels bigger than you. A knowing that bypasses the mind and speaks straight to the core of your being. A secret ability, calling, or purpose that you forgot. Until now. And when it arrives, it will stir your entire energy field. You may feel a rush of inspiration at 3 a.m., so vivid it pulls you out of sleep. A vision or phrase that comes during meditation, journaling, or even while doing something random like washing dishes. A spontaneous urge to create, to write, build, sing, speak, launch, or finally act on an idea that's been haunting you. This urge may seem strange. It might not make sense in a linear way. You might even think, this came out of nowhere. But deep down, you'll know. It didn't. It came from you, the real you, the version of you that exists beyond time, fear, and human limitation. Why July 7th? Because this is the moment your soul contract gets triggered. That's the agreement you made before you were born about what you would do, who you would become, and how you would serve the world once you remembered your truth. On this day, your higher self and your human self align. The veil lifts, the timing clicks. And you remember, this isn't random. You didn't stumble across this message by accident. You were born under the sign of Aquarius for a reason. The most future-forward, innovation-driven, system-shaking sign of the zodiac. You came here to challenge norms, innovate systems, build the future, heal the collective through radical truth. And this soul download is your activation. It will likely be tied to your natural gifts in communication, speaking, writing, teaching, broadcasting technology, coding, digital spaces, AI, innovation, healing, energetic work, emotional alchemy, therapy, intuitive care, collective change, activism, leadership, spiritual transformation, movement building. In other words, your gift isn't just for you. It's meant to uplift others through your boldness, your voice, your vision. So what do you do when the download comes? Write it down immediately. No matter how random or weird it sounds, document it. Trust your body. If you get goosebumps, chills, or tears, that's confirmation. Your soul is speaking. Begin. Even if you're scared, even if you feel not ready, the power is in the start. Because here's the truth, Aquarius. Most people wait for permission. But your soul doesn't follow rules. It doesn't wait for applause. It doesn't need a perfect plan. Your soul operates on one thing only: purpose. And July 7th is your green light. Your energetic go. But here's the warning. If you ignore it, if you doubt it, postpone it, rationalize it away, you'll feel the consequences. Not as punishment, but as heaviness. A fog will follow you. You'll feel stuck, lost, unsure, because your soul is saying, move, and your ego is saying, wait. This is how most people stay asleep for years, but you're not most people. You're an Aquarius, the rebel, the innovator, the truth bringer. And when you act on your download, even imperfectly, the universe rushes to support you. Resources align, people appear, ideas multiply, because you're not just unlocking a gift, you're unlocking a new timeline. So when the download comes, don't doubt, don't delay, doctor. The Millionaire timeline splits. One choice. Unlocks everything Aquarius. Let's get straight to it. On July 7th, 2025, the timeline split. And not just in a metaphorical way. Energetically, astrologically, and spiritually. This is a pivotal junction in your soul's evolution. One path will keep you circling in the same cycles. Doubting yourself, waiting for the right moment, playing it safe, surviving instead of thriving. The other path? It activates your millionaire mission, the timeline that leads to financial freedom, purpose, legacy, and next-level impact. And the space between those two realities? It comes down to one single choice. Let that sink in. Why is July 7th so powerful? Because the energy on this day is supercharged. It's a convergence of a 7-7 numerological portal of divine alignment, a cosmic spotlight on your Aquarius destiny line, a ripple effect that stretches into the next 6 months. That means what you do or don't do on July 7th will echo into August, September, and beyond. This isn't just about what happens to you, it's about what you choose to create. The universe may present you with a sudden opportunity that seems too big to be real, a conversation that triggers a total shift in your thinking, a decision you've been postponing, maybe for weeks, maybe for years, an urge to finally leap, launch the project, leave the job, say yes to the mission. But this is the test, because when that moment comes, it likely won't feel ready. It will feel scary, risky, exposed. And yet, your entire future is hidden inside that choice. Most people hesitate. They say, what if I fail? What if it's the wrong time? What will people think? And so the door closes, the window narrows, the energy fades, the momentum disappears, and they go back to the old life, the almost, the stuckness, the spiritual flatline. But if you act, if you move with courage, if you choose boldness over comfort, here's what happens. You enter the quantum leap timeline, your higher self accelerates the path forward. People, resources, and opportunities show up, seemingly out of nowhere. You're not just trying harder, you're now aligned with your future self, the version of you who already knows how this story ends and who's guiding you forward step by step. Let's pause here for a moment, because you might be thinking, but how do I know if it's the right decision? Here's the secret. It won't always make sense in your head. It will make sense in your body. When the right path shows up, it won't feel safe. It'll feel electric, like a pressure in your chest, a whisper in your gut, a knowing you can't explain. That's your cue. And Aquarius, this is what your sign is built for. You are the revolutionary innovator, system breaker, cosmic rebel with a sacred mission. You didn't come here. You didn't come here to follow trends. You came to build the future. But every revolution begins with a first move. Every millionaire timeline begins with a moment of trust. So here's the call to action. When the door opens, don't ask if you're ready. Say yes, even if your voice shakes. Walk forward, even if you can't see the whole staircase. The magic isn't in the perfection. The magic is in the decision. Say yes to the mission. Say yes to the version of you that knows. Say yes to the abundance, alignment, and freedom you've always sensed was possible. Because July 7th is not just a shift. It's the moment where everything splits. And you're the one who chooses which future becomes your now. Wrap up. The clock is ticking. You can't unsee this, Aquarius. You've just been handed the cosmic keys. Now you know what July 7th truly is. A mirror day to see your truth. A collapse of the false self. A divine soul download, a millionaire timeline split. You can't unsee this. You can't pretend this message didn't speak to your soul. But the question is, what will you do with it? Will you scroll past, go back to routine? Or will you rise boldly, imperfectly, fully into the version of you that has always been waiting? The one who leads, speaks, shakes things up. The one who creates wealth by simply being who they truly are. You're not here to follow trends. You're here to start movements. You're not here to wait for signs. You are the sign. If you're feeling this in your chest, if you know this message was for you, drop a comment right now. I choose my timeline. I activate my mission. Like this video, subscribe if you're ready to unlock more of your power. Share with another Aquarius who needs this wake-up call. Because July 7th is not just a date, it's your doorway. and the universe is watching to see if you walk through it. This is your moment, Aquarius. Don't miss it.